Hi, this is Mike Bjorkman. Thanks so much for tuning in to SCV TV and Minute with Mike. Today, I'm absolutely ecstatic to have my good friend for over 20 years, Gene Bleecker, with SCV Concierge. Hi, Gene.
Hey, Mikey. How are you?
Fantastic and getting better by the second. Listen, folks. I've been tooting my own horn for years. And what I do is I talk about how important is community networking is. You know social networking is important, but I've always said to people, look, I sell a lot of houses because I network so thoroughly throughout the community. Now, the reason I have Gene here today is he's the owner of SCV Concierge. And let me tell you something, folks, we share the same philosophy. And we're out in front of people all the time, know pretty much everyone in town. So Gene, I guess my question to you would be to help our viewers understand how important is being out in the community networking, and how might that affect my business and what you've heard in the community?
I mean, great question, Mike. And I think it's paramount in business, no matter what you do, whether you're a gardener, a dentist, a doctor, an accountant, somebody in real estate. If you don't connect, you're taking one step out of the business. And a lot of people are relying on social media to do so much for your business, right, and emails and mail outs. But you know what? There's nothing, absolutely nothing better than face-to-face, nose-to-nose, eyeball-to-eyeball connections. I was at a business meeting yesterday, and at this meeting I met this wonderful lady, Claudia. After that meeting, she sends me an email saying, I didn't know that you were in the title insurance business. My daughter's in real estate. I want to connect the two of you. If I wasn't out there physically, and if I wasn't out there talking to her about me and working in the title insurance business, I never would have made that connection. So a lot of people, they're very afraid of getting out there to make new connections. But let's face it, in business, Mike, and you know this, people want to meet people. Just understand that it's okay to get out there to introduce who you are and what you do, as long as it's not an infomercial. Right. People want to help people in Santa Clarita, and that's the beauty of this city. Right. People in Santa Clarita really want to help other business people. And I think the way, Mike, that you do such a superb job in connecting with business people, getting so involved in so many charity organizations and business groups, that's why you do the business that you do, because you're out there, you put yourself out there, people get to know who you are, what you're all about, get to meet the real Mike Bjorkman, and that's why you're so successful at what you do. And I kind of do the same thing with me on the title side and putting together SCV Concierge. I never know who I'm going to meet, but all I know is if I'm real, if I'm me, and people like me, they're going to want to work with me, and I know they're going to want to work with you as well.
Yeah, it's all about, we've heard it, so many seminars and books we read, people want to know, like, and trust you. Now, I get a ton of business from social media, but there's nothing like that real handshake, that real look eye to eye. And when you build that relationship, especially if you keep that relationship, there's nothing stronger. It's like, it's just something that's so crucial in relationship building.
It's bonding, right? It's bonding. You put your hand out there, people want to respond, and people do want to connect with other business people. They just don't know how to. So when you're out there, meet somebody, be you, be real, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty of what you could bring to the table. You know, you're not going to want to work with everybody, and not everybody's going to want to work with you. It is a numbers game, but the more you're out there playing the game, the greater success ratio you're going to have.
No, absolutely. And you know, people ask me, how in the world do I translate all these relationships to real estate? Well, some of the things people like to talk about, and some of the things that business coaches ask you to talk about, is number one, where you live, your kids, you know, and your job. So when somebody's telling me all these things, hey, this is my job, and this is where I live, that goes into a mental library. Okay, Gene Bleecker lives exactly here. So 2 weeks from now, I might be at a chamber mixer, or like you said, a charity event, auction, who knows what. Hey, Mike, I'm looking for this house. And I go open that Rolodex in my mind, and I say, hey, Gene Bleecker lives there. As a matter of fact, he was talking about moving now that the market's up, whatever the case might be, and here goes the phone call. And that's how I really connect people. Us as people connectors, it's crucial that we have that mental Rolodex so we, in the future, can connect people. And it's funny, over the years, people know how many people I know, and I'm sure you too. Do you ever get the call, hey Mike, I am looking for a good dentist, or I am looking for this, I am looking for that, and pretty soon you go, I guess I do know a lot of people, because so many people call to have me connect each other. And I take it as a compliment, and I love doing it.
And I'll one up on that one, because when you put yourself out there as a great connector, as you and I both are, people are going to gravitate to you and saying, who do you know? Right. I get calls every day, Gene, who do you know that could help with home staging? Who do you know that could help with virtual tours? Who do you know that could help put me on the map, and I'll be glad to help them. I'm going to tell you something else, and this is really crucial. You're going to send out emails because that's what today's business is all about, and you're going to wait for a response. Chances are they're not going to call you back, or they're not going to email you back. You got to be proactive in this marketplace. You got to understand, for you, your family, and your business, you got to get out there, and you have to pick up the phone to call them if they're not replying to your emails or what you're posting on Facebook. You got to get out there, but once again, you got to be real.
No, absolutely. Nothing like that handshake like I was telling me. Let's talk about a little bit about the SCV Concierge. I've heard...
Love that group.
I've heard that you have built it to where most of the business owners, and a lot of them I do business coaching for, say, Mike, I think it's actually as powerful or more powerful than the chambers. So I know you guys have joined forces and created a heck of a organization. Tell us a little bit about that so our viewers, because most of my clients are business owners and they might want to join something like that so we can all network together.
Okay, great question, and more than that, it's a great compliment that you gave to the SCV Concierge. The Concierge has really nothing to do with the Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Chamber of Commerce is awesome. Mike belongs to it, I belong to it. It is a great dance floor. What the Concierge is all about, and we have 365 members in this group, a lot of people.
That's a heck of a lot of people in this small town.
It is, but people want to connect. So what I did is created an opportunity for people to connect with other people. So it's not a networking group. I like networking groups, but this is not a networking group. It's a cooperative advertising and marketing group. And a lot of these things that we do for business people, there's absolutely no cost to it whatsoever. But there are some people who want to get out there and do cooperative advertising and marketing, and we help put those people on the map as well. So, I mean, we have 22, Mike, I swear, 22 events every month, putting our people together with other people, putting people together with other people, and we have joined forces with the Chamber of Commerce. As a matter of fact, we're doing an SCV Concierge Chamber Luncheon in a couple of weeks, bringing both groups together.
Right, and I know my property management company, SCV Leasing, is a member of that group, and Jenny King,
phenomenal lady,
who shows up at pretty much all the events, I hope. She never misses anything. We share calendars, and I see all the events, all the luncheons, all the lunch and learns. I know we've turned this into a commercial for networking, but really, you know, you see how passionate Gene is about community networking and getting to know people and being out on the streets instead of just emailing and just mass mailing. It's really crucial. And again, that's how we connect homeowners. And everybody lives in a home, right? I mean, everybody
does.
You know,
they live somewhere.
Yeah, for the most part. So it's just an unbelievable way to just connect with people.
When somebody joins SCV Concierge, I make it my personal pledge to help every one of those businesses get on the map. If they're going to join the Concierge, I'm going to give them my blood, sweat, and tears to do whatever I can for them to get their name and get their face out there. And I think that's the difference between me and any other organization out there. It's a true commitment in helping people go to where they want to go. And you talk about Jenny King, she is absolutely brilliant. I wish every business person was just like her, because she just doesn't show up. It's showtime for her.
Right.
When she's there, she knows ahead of time what she's going to do, how she's going to do it, who she wants to meet. And not only does she talk to people that could benefit her right now, she talks to people that she can help make introductions to.
Absolutely.
That have nothing to do with SCV Leasing, but it's just her being a great connector with other great connectors. Right. She's phenomenal.
Yeah, and when I first hired her, we taught her how people connecting is so important. And now, every time somebody joins my team as a new agent, maybe we should back up a little, just so you know, she is the person in charge of signing up all of our landlords/owners at SCV Leasing that want to rent their home out.
Phenomenal lady.
So naturally, you need to know a lot of people, and you
Sure.
need to have good sales skills, social skills. So anyways, the point I was trying to make is, she tells everybody now, she's a believer on how important networking in the community is, and showing up and being a friend and being a responsible community leader as she is, and it works out great.
You taught her well, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So you see how passionate we are about that. So two things. Number one, if you're a business owner, a real estate agent, anybody, obviously get involved in your community. Number two, keep in mind, that's how I find a lot of my inventory. In this market, we have less than how many homes on the market?
No, we've got a little bit over 200,
Yeah,
right?
that's ridiculous. We should be way over 1,500. So when people say, Mike, what in the world do you do to find people homes when there's just non-existent? Well, I can't sit behind this computer and search the MLS all day, because when something pops up, there's 5, 10, 20 offers in some instances on that home. But when I can use my Rolodex in my brain and say, I know exactly where Gene lives, and I know exactly who's looking for a house, that's how I connect people in my business.
You are a fisherman. That's what you are. You know, in business, there are hunters and there are fishermen. A hunter is somebody that goes out every day hunting for food or hunting for business.
Right.
A fisherman is somebody that puts such great bait on the line, they attract the food to it, and they become great fishermen where they don't have to sweat as much, but they get better rewards. You put something out there, Mike, with your connections, your giving, your love of our community, and that's why you do the business that you do. And kudos to you for that.
Well, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, my brother.
Well, I know we've gone a lot longer than we normally do. Do you have any finishing thoughts for our viewers out there?
If you're not connecting, you're not growing your business. You need to find vehicles to go out there to truly help share with the community of what you are and what you got to offer. Mike's a great vehicle. I'm a great vehicle. We would both love the opportunity to help promote your business. I think that's about it.
Right. Well, folks, as always, we appreciate you like no other. Thanks for watching Minute with Mike here on SCV TV. You have a fantastic day. My cell phone is 661-212-8075, and Gene's phone number is
661-510-5628.
Wow, that was his cell phone, folks. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.